widespread injustice, natural disasters, and the coming of a great deceiver called the Dajjal, similar to the Antichrist.
Han Meditations. Hey guys, as you can see, I have all these journals. The link will be in the description. Hello guys, I am Han. This is Kelly.
Hi everyone.
We are Han Meditations and we're back with another video. Every video, we have no idea where it's going to lead us. It's very exciting every single time and we love to actually just get right into it. So let's do it. We're going to be comparing the end times between, I'm so excited for this video because this is one that Kelly's been wanting to do for a long time, where we compare the different end times of the different religions. And I feel like we're going to do a few videos on this, but now we just want to get the basics and really learn about it together as a group. So let's get right into it. I want to get a comparison of the end times of all the Aramaic religions. So I want to do basically, is that the right word, Aramaic?
Abrahamic.
Abrahamic. I don't know. We watched that video, so I said Aramaic because that's what Jesus spoke. So we're doing this live, guys. So let me start over again. Hello. I want to get a comparison of all the Abrahamic religions, and I want to get a comparison of the end times between Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. I want to know what happens in each religion during the end times. I want to hear a detailed description, and you can start now.
Sure. Let's break down the end times beliefs in Christianity, Judaism, and Islam to understand the unique views and similarities each Abrahamic religion holds. I'll go through each religion's perspective on key aspects of the end times: signs of the end, the coming of key figures, the final judgment, and what happens afterward. Here's a detailed look. Christianity. In Christianity, end times beliefs are primarily derived from the New Testament, particularly the Gospels and the Book of Revelation, as well as the writings of Paul. Here's how they are typically understood. 1. Signs of the end. Christians believe that the end times will be preceded by various signs, including wars, natural disasters, moral decay, and widespread deception. The Antichrist is also a prominent figure, often interpreted as a deceiver who will mislead many people. The Bible describes these events as the birth pangs of the end. 2. Return of Jesus, second coming. Central to Christian end times belief is the return of Jesus Christ. Christians believe that Jesus will come back to earth to defeat the Antichrist and establish his reign. His return is often described as sudden and visible to all, bringing salvation for believers and judgment upon those who rejected him. 3. Final judgment. After Jesus' return, there is a final judgment. All people, both living and dead, are judged based on their faith and actions. The righteous are granted eternal life, while the wicked face eternal punishment. 4. Resurrection and eternal life. Many Christians believe in a bodily resurrection, where the dead are raised and transformed. Heaven is described as a place of eternal union with God, while hell is a place of separation from God. The end result is an eternal kingdom of peace and worship for the faithful. 5. New heaven and new earth. The book of Revelation speaks of a new heaven and new earth, where God will dwell with humanity in a renewed creation, free from suffering and death. This is the ultimate fulfillment of God's kingdom. Judaism. Jewish beliefs about the end times, or Akarit Hayamim, are less focused on individual afterlife and more on the collective redemption of Israel and the establishment of justice on earth. There is a wide range of views within Judaism, especially between Orthodox, conservative, and Reform traditions, but here are some general elements. 1. Signs of the end. Judaism believes in a future period of great turmoil and suffering called the Shevle Mashiach, birth pangs of the Messiah, where there will be wars, moral decay, and trials. Many Jewish texts predict an era of suffering and conflict before the arrival of the Messiah. 2. Arrival of the Messiah, Mashiach. The Messiah is a key figure in Jewish end times beliefs. Jews await a divinely appointed leader from the line of King David who will restore Israel, rebuild the temple in Jerusalem, and bring peace to the world. Unlike Christianity, where Jesus is seen as the Messiah, in Judaism, the Messiah is yet to come. 3. Resurrection and final judgment. Some Jewish traditions hold that there will be a resurrection of the dead, especially the righteous, who will live in a renewed world. Others believe only in a symbolic world to come. Olam Haba, where people are rewarded or punished based on their deeds. 4. Establishment of God's kingdom on earth, Jewish eschatology focuses on the restoration of Israel, peace, and justice on earth. The ultimate vision is a world where all nations recognize and worship God, and there is harmony among humanity. 5. The world to come. For many Jews, the end times culminate in the Olam Haba, a perfected world that may be a spiritual or physical reality. In some interpretations, this is a utopian future where the righteous enjoy eternal peace in God's presence. Islamic beliefs about the end times, or Qiyamah, Day of Judgment, are outlined in the Quran and Hadith. The end times include a series of signs, the return of Jesus, and a final judgment by God. 1. Signs of the end. Islam teaches that before the Day of Judgment, there will be minor and major signs, including moral decay, widespread injustice, natural disasters, and the coming of a great deceiver called the Dajjal, similar to the Antichrist. Other signs include the emergence of the Mahdi, who will lead Muslims toward justice and righteousness. 2. Return of Jesus Isa. Muslims believe that Jesus, known as Isa in Arabic, will return to earth to defeat the Dajjal and restore justice. He is seen as a righteous prophet who will bring peace and unite humanity under Islam. Unlike in Christianity, where Jesus is the divine Son of God, in Islam he is a respected prophet and not divine. 3. Resurrection and final judgment. Islam teaches that all souls will be resurrected, and there will be a day of judgment. Each person is judged according to their deeds and faith. The righteous are rewarded with entry into Jannah, paradise.
Wow. That's really interesting whenever you hear the three comparisons. I personally think that Judaism missed out a little bit with the whole Messiah thing on Jesus, because both Christianity and Islam, they both believe that Jesus was the Messiah and that he's going to come back to the end times. And whenever you basically do that, you're kind of leaving yourself out to be tricked a little bit. So that's why I say a lot of religions have a little part of it, but not the whole. And that's basically what we're trying to do today is, bring a little bit of perspective so that people can make their own decisions. So we don't know absolutely which one is right and which one is wrong, but we have our own belief systems, and it truly is interesting and exciting whenever you're going forth and you're listening to the different things of the end times, because we truly believe now that we are in the end times, but we don't believe that it's going to be the end. We believe it's going to be the beginning, because just because something ends, that means that there's a new chapter. It doesn't matter what that chapter is, whether that chapter is heaven or hell, there's going to be a new chapter. So, but I don't believe that people are just going to, go to hell. I believe it's going to be a new, beautiful, prosperous chapter where, everyone will start to realize and become enlightened and see the oneness of God throughout all of us. So,
yeah, I think that you're absolutely right. And, it does kind of leave openness to perhaps be tricked by someone who's good at tricking people into thinking that this is the Messiah. Perhaps even the Antichrist could trick people into thinking that they're the Messiah, right? And that's what some of the stories say, and that's what some people believe, that the Antichrist will, trick the world into believing that they are actually Christ. So I just think the end times is something just really fascinating, not something to get too, spooked out about or anything like that, but just as kind of like an interesting topic to think about, because obviously we like to just ponder on these deep concepts just for fun, basically.
Yeah.
We just think it's so fascinating. So
it's very fascinating.
The only thing is the Islam mentioned someone called the Muji or something like that. And I never heard of that. I definitely want to hear more about that in another video. So
yeah, so we'll continue, and it definitely is fascinating for us. And I wouldn't say it, I think it is fun, but I wouldn't describe it as fun. I'd say it's really just something we're passionate about, because it's just so fascinating. But it's fun to do our videos and talk about it and learn and really help other people come to their conclusions. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing and commenting, and of course watching the video. And thank you to everyone that donates. Doesn't matter if it's $1, $10, $60, $100, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Even if it's 1 cent, we appreciate it. And you guys are helping us keep the channel going. We love you guys. We appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next video.